Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another interview here for the OCL Stage 3, Week 1. My name's Join with Cthulhu again, and this week we have not only Zain out of the Funky Monkeys camp, we've got FluxZeus here as well for a bit of a chat. Zain, look, coming into this stage, you guys made playoffs in Stage 2. Coming into the stage, how you feel?
We've been practicing a lot in the off-season with our new pickups, and so far everything's looking pretty solid, and we're pretty confident coming into the stage. We're thinking we can probably end on a top 3 finish this season.
And Flux, you as well, how do you feel? Cool, good chat.
Yeah, good chat. Yeah, look, going into this stage as well, obviously we've had quite a fair bit of the changes within the rosters, yours included. Moving into this season, who do you reckon will be the biggest threat for Funky Monkeys?
Biggest threat, probably most obvious, probably Fury. Is obvious. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone outside of Fury, maybe? Or rather, something that, like a roster that could possibly bring some sort of a concern now that there's been a change in it.
See, our first couple games, as we'll have Angmo subbing in, he hasn't had as much practice as with Jake on board. So our first 3 games, that could be, that could take any sort of turn. Everyone's had roster changes this stage, so it's a bit hard to tell. Honestly, there's not really any teams that come to mind, but you never know. Game day, it's whoever shows up on the day that wins.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Flux, we did want to ask, Warriors' performance so far, they've been consistent, but probably not what you've expected. Stage 2, you introduced Smacker. Who are we expecting any new faces coming into Stage 3?
Thank you. Sweet. Thank you. Look, for, like you alluded to before, Angmo being the stand-in for the team, do you reckon there's going to be kind of full-on effect to Funky Monkey's performance, or was there a bit of prep with kind of both iterations of the roster, given that, there's quite some time that Angmo will still have to spend in the active roster?
Well, we definitely won't be as strong as without Jake in the first 3 games, but we think that even with Angmo subbing in for the first 3 games, we'll still be able to put out a show and hopefully secure these first 3 games with him.
Well, it does bring us to our final question. Now, last stage, Week 1, Stage 2, Funky Monkeys went to Chalet. The first time we got to see Chalet at all this year. Now coming to Stage 3, we've got Crystal Guard, we've got an entirely new map, 2 reworked maps. What do you think, in your mind, Zain, is the biggest change that comes with Crystal Guard this stage?
Well, honestly, all the reworked maps like Bank, Coastline, and what the third one was, they didn't really have too many changes, but there were small quality of life changes that did definitely change up how you can play some sites, and it'll definitely be interesting to see what all the other teams do on game days against us. So.
And Flux, who cares? Who cares? Look, all jokes aside, thank you so much for joining us today in this interview. We look forward to seeing you hit that battlefield in Week 1 of Stage 3 tomorrow night. Keen to see the lads and what they can do. Cthulhu, we'll on to the next one.